I'm Chester44, and welcome to this Let's Play of Jade Empire. Last episode, we made our way through the Imperial City, or at least the Market District, and explored what we could. There wasn't too much there, but we do have a mission or two, of a couple bounties that we can take care of, and we made our way into the arena here. Let's take a look, though I believe there's also a tavern up here to look at, which I believe is what this is.
In 3 years of traveling, I never found a place more lively than the heart of the Empire. It's nice to be back.
This place is lively.
This is some of the lightest duty in the Empire.
Alright. Tavern keeper, let's see.
You
You look like a strong fellow. Probably need a few bowls to put you under a table, which is good. Not many people stopping by recently. What? This place is busy right now. Is it? I hadn't noticed. You're the customer, so it's all as you say. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. It's not that busy. Aren't you the owner? Shouldn't you know? As you say, I certainly should. Now, drink? May I ask you some questions? I just serve drinks, so you're welcome to ask whatever you like. What is happening with that man who was roughed up? Can't rightly say. I'm sure it was a misunderstanding of some sort. I didn't really see what happened. It happened right in front of you. How could you not see it? Oh, it's easy to miss such things. Busy drink orders, dirty bowls, any number of things can come up. Don't trouble yourself over such things. Stirring up things that bothered you only summons them back to do so again. Best to move on. Can we talk about the Imperial City? Why talk about it when you can walk about it? Wander the streets, take in the sights. Don't stay in here if you're curious. What can you tell me about the arena and this tavern? Not much more than what you'd see by looking around yourself. This tavern's the usual setup. Order a drink, you get one, and you either stare at it mournfully or drink it and order another. You should direct questions about the arena to Queen the promoter. He's usually in the back rooms where the fighters mill about. Alright, goodbye. Suit yourself. Alright, oh, this is going to be entertaining, I'm sure.
How dare you interrupt me?
What were you doing?
If you must know, I, Lustful Lao, conqueror of the female kingdom, was emanating my yang. It is but one of my many irresistible charms.
Oh no. What charms are those?
You don't see my brimming knowledge of the 232 points of pleasure as documented by Menshi Tsao, the salacious scholar? Or that I perform the stretches outlined in the writings of the now disbanded lascivious order of the abbotless monks every morning?
Oh god.
If even these simple things are beyond your ken, sir, then Lustful Lao has no time to spare on you.
I'm sure. Go back to emanating your yang. Do you have anything else?
You return once again to interrupt Lustful Lao, master of the Eye of Beckoning, lord of the billowing sheets?
Oh god. You know what, I'll let you get back to whatever you're doing.
That's exactly what I intend to do. Now leave me, and don't stand between that waitress and me. You'll disturb the harmonies I've established.
What harmonies? Oh god. Oh, this waitress?
I wish Lustful Lao would stop ogling me. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I understand. Just, watch out for his yang. Oh god. Oh! 5 silver. Yay! Head chef.
If you want to order, talk to someone out front.
Okay. Let's see. Cannibal Cookbook. Okay. Volume 1. There's more than one volume? Valued customer, while we appreciate your business, the staff of the Heart of the Empire politely request that you keep your nose out of ours. To assure you that you will no longer wish to pry into our recipes, please enjoy this excerpt recently unearthed in the South. Leg of lamb. This hearty meal was first discovered after you, Lamb the Hunter, stumbled upon our community. For 5 to 10 people, use just one leg. The other can be pickled for later or roasted slowly and smoked to preserve it. For larger groups, use both legs of an adult male or female. Boil the legs in a large pot for 2 hours with the following ingredients: 20 gallons of fresh water, 3 tablespoons of salt, half a cup of rosemary, 3 cups of spiced wine, summer wine is best if you can get it, 3 bags of onions, 4 whole garlic cloves, and a dash of ginger. When the legs have about half an hour left, add some skinned potatoes and leeks. Can be served on the bone or in steaks. Okay, we'll leave you alone then. Alright, we got more people in here. Patron. Zibao, patron, gambler Dao Shen. Let's see, Zibao.
Go find someone else to bother.
Okay then. Gambler.
Dao Shen's game is the best in the city.
Okay, Gambler Dao Shen.
I was wondering if you'd wander over here to test your luck. It's hard to resist the rattling call of the dice, isn't it? Gambler Dao Shen's the name. I run the straightest dice in the Imperial City. I wouldn't want to feed my children with tarnished silver, would I? Good odds and fair play. That's how I keep them coming back.
What's the nature of the game?
A simple enough game called high-low. You predict how you'll roll against my toss and double your coin if you're right. You'll catch on easily enough, I'm sure.
It sounds simple enough. Explain the rules for me?
The rules are easier than the lonely daughter of an outskirts farmer, my friend.
Wow.
You make a simple prediction of high or low. Then we roll. I throw first and you throw second. If you wagered high and roll above me, you double your wager. If you wagered low and roll below me, you also win. If we roll the same, the house takes all.
What kind of bets do you take?
I can take bets of 1 and 5 silver. Nothing extravagant, I know, but Gambler Dao Shen plays by the rules.
What rules stop you from taking larger bets?
The kind of rules you ignore only if you're tired of using your arms. I could probably find a way around them if I knew someone who could go into the back room past Kui's office. I think they only let arena folk go back there. Fighters in some of the higher divisions.
Interesting. Do you run any other games?
High-low is easy to learn, and people like it. Why change?
Oh, that's all I wanted to know about the rules.
Right you are. Educated as an ancient scholar, I hope.
Alright, that's enough for now.
You take care of yourself and come back soon to the best game in the city.
Yeah, I'm not really a gambler. Alright, what have we got here? Arena guards, spectator.
I can't wait for the next fight to start.
Gentle breezes.
Sorry, big boy. I'm not open for business. Judge Fang's got me on his payroll, and he doesn't like me taking customers on the side.
Customers?
Unless you're into something twisted, then he might want to watch.
Oh!
Fang's always looking for some new perversion to make his little soldiers stand at attention.
You're okay. Eesh. Who are you?
My name is Gentle Breezes, but everyone just calls me Breezes now. I guess you lose your gentle side when you spend too many nights with Judge Fang. Fang's my benefactor, if you know what I mean. I do all the things that make him happy. Filthy, nasty things. But at least that sick bastard pays well.
I know enough artists to know that sometimes when the pay's good enough, you'll do whatever the client wants. No matter how disgusting or disturbing. Sure, plenty of people have their limits, but there's always those people who will go, hey, the money's still good. Who is Judge Fang?
Judge Fang's the head of the Ministry of Harmony. He's sitting in the next room with his guards. Likes to come and watch the arena fights. The blood and the beatings in the ring get his fever burning for later. Sometimes that bastard takes it out on me. Other times he makes me take it out on him.
Yeesh.
He doesn't seem to care either way. There are few things more twisted than Judge Fang's idea of a fun night.
You don't like Fang much, do you?
I hate him. He's a vile, repulsive deviant. He likes to hurt. When things are bad, a man like that leaves scars, emotional and physical.
Eee.
Look, I've been around. I know people do strange and disturbing things behind locked doors. But nothing like this. There's no act too brutal or shameful for Judge Fang. He's into all sorts of things, and he's no stranger to pain. I know that all too well.
Why do you work for him?
I've thought about quitting. Every night. But I heard what happened to the last girl who tried to leave Fang. He's not the kind of man you just walk away from. He sees me as a possession. His possession. He's not just going to let me go. He's got the wealth and power to find me wherever I run. I'm stuck with Judge Fang until he's tired of me. I've come to accept that. It's a hard, grim fact. But at least he pays well.
Ugh. Some things are just not worth it. I want to ask you something else.
Go ahead. It's not like I'm going to tell you anything that isn't common knowledge.
Nothing else. Goodbye.
Good. Let me rest. I've got a feeling I'm in for a long night tonight.
Something tells me I'm gonna need to speak with this Judge Fang. Let's see. Spectator. Lady Rento. Ah! You're related to that bounty I have.
Don't you just love the Imperial Arena? No other place like it in all of the Jade Empire. Were you looking for me? I'm Lady Rento, and I was expecting someone sent by Captain Sen.
Yes. I'm here to talk to you about Creative Yukong.
Oh, poor Yukong. Captain Sen's still willing to do my husband's bidding and hunt him down, is he? I swear, my husband is insufferable. Yukong's a harmless aspiring actor who asked me if I would act as his patron. Since my husband was away from the city, again, I accepted and gave Yukong a moderate stipend. I thought he was charming.
Why is Yukong wanted for confidence schemes?
That was how my husband presented the situation to the authorities. He didn't want to face the shame of supporting a humble actor. My husband's a fool, but when he lowers his head, all I can do is let him charge and hope he rams something solid enough to slow him.
How much did you give this actor?
Probably less than my husband is putting forth as a bounty for poor Yukong. That young man doesn't deserve this.
Okay, well, do you have any idea where I could find Creative Yukong?
I would wager that you'll find him in the Scholars' Garden. Yukong was going to try out for that new play. It's going to be put on soon in the Golden Way, I'm told. Should be exciting to watch. Yukong was going to try out for a role as a scholar, so he may be using his costume to hide in the garden. He's not much of a scholar, so you should be able to spot him.
I'll keep that in mind. Alright, I should let you get back to what you were doing.
If you happen to find Creative Yukong, do go easy on him, would you?
I'll do what I can.
The poor boy did nothing wrong, and my husband is being unusually cruel to him. Good luck with your search. I have to get back to the estate. So much to do.
Well, that's a bounty we may not be collecting. Alright. Guards for Judge Fang.
Whoa, back up a bit there. Judge Fang doesn't like people blocking his view of the arena. Yeah, you might make him miss out on seeing someone get their nose broken, or their leg, or even their skull. He was just saying that there hasn't been a good skull fracture for at least a week. It's put him in a foul mood.
Sounds like one sick and twisted man.
I wouldn't call him sick and twisted. That's an insult to sick and twisted people everywhere. Fang's on a whole other level. I never used to believe the stories, but now that I'm working for him, I can honestly say he's the most degenerate and perverted man in the whole Empire. But he pays well, very well. Enough so that we pretend not to see what's going on, though I still feel bad for Breezes sometimes.
Who's Breezes?
Gentle Breezes. She's Fang's, concubine. She's over in the next room with the common folk. Fang doesn't like to be seen with her in public. He doesn't mind her getting up close and personal when they're in private, though. The things she does for him.
Can I speak to Judge Fang?
Not without an appointment. His schedule's full for the next month. All the ministers are coming in from the outlying towns to make their reports. If he's not meeting with a minister, he's relaxing here, hoping to see somebody beaten to a quivering pulp in the ring, or maybe torn apart by one of the animals. Yeah, that or he's taking a break with Breezes. Poor girl. No amount of silver is worth what she does for him.
Alright, let me speak to Fang and I'll make it worth your while.
Forget it. I won't go into details about what Fang did to the last guard he got taking bribes, but restraints, starving dogs, and gravy on certain parts of the body were involved.
Ugh.
Fang watched the whole thing, laughing all the while, and when it was done, he went upstairs with Breezes for a little relaxation. Poor girl.
I'd say this guy needs a beating, but I'm pretty sure he'd enjoy it. Oh boy, I'll be going now.
Good idea. Come back next month. Fang might be taking appointments by then.
Yeah, let's move on. Oh boy. Hopefully we can do something. Oh, these must be, the various combatants for the arena. I'm curious about what's in the creature pens. Just take a look first. If anything. Doesn't really look like there's anything in particular down here. No, none at all. Though I can see the arena in there, so okay, nothing in the creature pens. So these must be the various combatants. Let's see. Hapless Han. You got something on your eye.
Hello there. I'm Han, though fans and, well, everyone else call me Hapless Han. It's not such a bad thing. Fighting in the lower divisions means I never run afoul of the Ravager. Our current champion has nearly killed his last two opponents.
Oof.
See, I look on the bright side of things. Even if my losses make people call me hapless, are numbers really that important? In my mind, it's trying your best that counts.
To a
point. Looking at you, I'd say you could hold your own in the arena. Are you thinking of signing up, or was there something else you need?
How can I join the arena?
You need to talk to Kui, the promoter. He'll start you out. It'll be great to have someone new around the place.
What can you tell me about the arena?
You're new to this arena, aren't you? I'm happy to help you out. Do you want to know how to sign up, or are you just curious about the events?
How are the matches set up?
Every warrior here starts out in the qualifying round, where they face a lot of the hopefuls. If you're doing well, you'll end up facing me. After that, there are the bronze, silver, and gold divisions, each of which has its own champion and unique trials. I'm sure Kui the promoter can outline those for you.
How do I join?
You need to talk to Kui.
Okay. Let's go back to
Sounds
other
good.
questions. How well do you know the Imperial City?
I'm sure you can find your way around, but I've been here all my life. I can tell you about the scholars, the common folk, and even a bit about the Emperor himself.
Sure. I'm interested in hearing about the Emperor.
Emperor's son is a savior to the Empire. He created a never-ending supply of water for us. It's just too bad his daughter isn't a bit more respectful of tradition. Then again, her father has changed the way things are done, so I suppose that's to be expected.
What kind of changes has the Emperor made?
He sealed himself away in the palace. When in the time of the drought, he was a leader and an inspiration. It's a shame that he's become so private. At his last appearance, he seemed so full of life. It was like he hadn't aged a day in 20 years. Perhaps trying to curtail his daughter keeps him young.
How is a princess disrespectful of tradition?
Princess Leon is a willful child, they say. Don't take that to mean I know her personally, but everyone says she's willful. To be fair, that could be good in a ruler. Still, you have to respect tradition. I'm not exactly sure what she's done that's so bad, but I know it set the nobles aflame with gossip.
Let's go back to my other questions.
All right.
What are your impressions of the scholars?
I like them. Half are as crazy as a drunken chicken, but they occasionally come up with some ingenious ideas like the flyers. You'll find that the most revered scholars tend to keep to their garden. Given their lively debates, that's probably safest for the rest of us. If you're curious, the garden lies at the far side of the richer quarters of the city, across the waterway from here.
Let's hear about the commoners.
Common folk from the Imperial City consider themselves superior to all other common folk, which is just silly if you ask me.
Oh, I don't know.
The prevailing thought is that everyone outside the city has all the culture of a sunburned ox. Aside from that, the people here are the same as everywhere else. Some good, some bad.
Yeah, I suppose. Let's talk about something else.
I'm happy to help.
That's all I need from you.
Right you are. Take care.
Thank you. You're nice. Yeah, nice. Let's see. Iron Soldier.
Another pathetic gawker here to bask in the glory that is Iron Soldier, the Silver Division champion? What in all the Empire do you want?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Questions? I'm going to waste my time on a pathetic dirt kicker like yourself? Not a chance. And please, don't bother firing yourself up to challenge me out of some fool notion of pride. Things aren't done that way here. The guards stop all fighting unless it happens in the pit, or they want it to happen.
I bet you really haul in the fans with that attitude.
Real men don't need people stroking their ego all the time. No, but he'd probably make some joke about something else that needs stroking.
They don't actively try to sour everyone's day for their own gratification either.
Just leave me alone. I don't talk to spectators.
Alright, fine. I hate the constant push of crowds, don't you? At least I'll be gone from here soon. That's why I cheer for Iron Soldier. He sneers at the crowds, the fighters, even the system, and none of them can defeat him. You must be new around here. I may not care to spend time with the people who frequent this place, but I remember faces. What do you want with me? Tell me about yourself. Why, thinking about trying to steal me away from Soldier? You don't stand a chance. I need a man, not a boy. I keep an eye on things for Soldier, see? I even help him train and work out any tension he might be feeling after a fight. Ah, stroking his ego, then. What sort of things do you keep an eye on? New fighters like yourself. I also try to keep tabs on what Kailan the Serpent and his goon Lucky Cho are up to. What can you tell me about Kailan the Serpent? He's no one to worry yourself about. You're not important enough to catch his gaze, and if you're smart, you'll keep it that way. Tell me more about Lucky Cho. People talk to Lucky Cho if they want to bet big on one of the fights. He won't take silver from you if you're a fighter, or he doesn't know you very well, however. Cho collects on his bets the hardest way possible. It's a bad idea to cross him. Feel free to test his patience if you don't believe me. Can we talk about you and Soldier again? What do you want to talk about? How do you help Soldier train? I help him in any way he needs me to. I'm even starting to learn some of his styles, though I'm a long way from his skill. Not many can match him. Soldier suffers from a lot of tension, does he? Let's say that my treatment methods are more unorthodox than Dr. Han's, but no less effective. They're much more enjoyable as well. You'll never find out, though. I don't waste my time on young men. You're all too excitable. Let's change the subject entirely. Fine by me. Can I ask you some questions about the city? I've got better things to do than discuss the city. If you want to know about it, buy the outcry is usually barking outside this building. He's paid to be full of useless information. Alright, I should get back to what I was doing. Off you go. Soldier and I have things to discuss. I'm sure. Let's see, Crimson Kana. Greetings. I am Crimson Kana, known in the prosperous East for my swordsmanship. I came here to test my abilities, but have found my will and purity of spirit tested as well. Forgive me, I should not speak so to a spectator. If you have questions, you should speak with Kui, the promoter. Can I ask you a few questions about the arena? Your eyes tell me that you have already seen much in the way of battle. Ask what you will. I welcome another worthy challenger among the ranks. How is this arena structured? With its 3 divisions, this is the Empire's largest tournament. Some, like me, come for the challenge. Others, like Raging Ox, come for the coin. How do I start fighting? Qui, the promoter, points the way in this place. Be warned, though, he does not always see the path before he sets you upon it. What path are we talking about? Just be aware that this place does not always hold the fighter's best interests at heart. Let's go back to my other questions. Let's talk about the Imperial City. I have not been here as long as some of the others, but I will answer as well as I can. Do you want to know about this area, the Scholars Garden, or the city in general? Just tell me about the city in general. As I'm sure you know, this is the capital of the Jade Empire. The city itself is built around the Emperor's Gate, the massive passage into the Emperor's lands through the wall. Is there any way through the Emperor's Gate? The gate saw frequent use in the past, but now Emperor Sun allows no one to pass through. Then again, he has flyers at his disposal, I suppose. Do you know any of the history of the wall? The wall's defensive role has long since been eclipsed, but it remains an ever-expanding monument to the Empire's strength. All land within it is the Emperor's own. Alright, let's ask about another area. I want to hear about the area around here. Around the heart of the Empire Tavern is the market district, bustling with open markets and hawkers. It's vibrant, full of life, and even louder than a battlefield. Tell me about the Scholars Garden. They're learned men and worthy of respect, but they can teach me little of the sword. The garden lies across the waterway past the nobles' houses and is open day and night. Alright, something else? You clearly dislike this place. Why not just leave? Mind, spirit, and body must all be tested. You can achieve peace in a garden, but you earn it on the battlefield. Goals reached without trial are not so easily kept. That makes a certain kind of sense. Many philosophies agree with me, many do not. The ensuing debates are no less a field of battle than this one. Not all battles are fought with weapons. True enough. Alright, that's all I want to ask you for now. May your battles bring you peace. Thank you. Sung Bu, Sung Bo, Sung Sui.
If you want to talk, Brother Bo is better at it than I am.
Okay.
If you must pester one of us, then make it my brother, Sung Bo.
Okay then.
I'm sorry. You would speak with the Sung brothers? We have no time for simple gawkers. Why not bother someone like hapless Han? He's always willing to waste time with the spectators.
Cast the stones, brother. The 6 triangles of portent indicated that new competition would advance our goals.
Did they really? Surprising.
Well then, it seems my brother and the Fates would encourage you to participate in the arena. You should speak with Qui the promoter. Until you prove yourself, leave us be.
As you wish. Oh, I didn't mean to do that yet.
Intolerable. One more mistake, Qui, and I'll have you retired. Finding someone else is your problem. But... enough! Find a solution and leave me alone.
I didn't mean for this conversation to begin.
This is not an approbate time to...
Approbate?
Wait a moment. You have the look of a fighter about you. Those hands, that stance, even your eyes. I'd know that look anywhere. You must be here to join the most glorious contest in the Empire. Isn't it fortunate that Lucky Cho and I were just discussing how this place needs an M-fusion of new blood?
The fighters here are skilled, but you would fare better than many of them. I hear the winnings are lucrative as well.
Come with me a moment, and we'll engagitate in some dissertation about the best decision you'll ever make.
I would have... Okay, I guess we're doing this now.
This is turning out to be an excellent day. Most ostentatious indeed.
Oh, you are quite a character. Don't you mean auspicious?
I apologize if I'm using words beyond your grasp. Very few people can match either the supply or the command of my language.
Of course. Silly of me to bring it up. Seriously, you're using the wrong words. It makes you sound like a fool.
Don't get frustrated. Everything I say is perfectly cromulent, and it might do you well to embiggen your vocabulary before you fling accretions my discretion. Strong build, good shoulders, not half bad looking either. You've got what it takes to make it in today's arena.
What are you getting at?
The question is, can you fight? Are you worthy of the arena? I say the answer is a clarion and resounding yes. I've heard that you were asking around and talking to some of our best and brightest. Your interest tells me all that I need to know about you.
Does it now?
What say we get you signed up for the greatest attraction in all the Empire? The arena awaits.
Before I agree to anything, I need to know the rules of this tournament.
Here you fight for silver. Glory is yours for the taking if you value it. The rewards start small, but in the gold division, you could easily retire on your winnings. In fact, our last champion, Raging Ox, did just that. Suddenly up and left to enjoy his winnings, clearing the way for the Ravager to take his place. You'll start low and advance on my say-so, but I can already tell you're going to expel in this place. You'll not languish in the qualifiers for long.
I think you mean excel. If I joined the arena, who or what would I face?
You will face the flashing blade of Crimson Kana, the stern resolve of Iron Soldier, and the, troublesome triumvirate of the Sung Brothers. If you defeat these veterans, you will face the Ravager, our newest champion, who tore his way through the divisions to replace the now retired Raging Ox. Go ask them yourselves if you want to know more. Hapless Hans faced more than a few of them too, if you want his perspications.
I'll keep it in mind. Are these fights deadly?
Do you have any idea how much paperwork I have to do when a contestant of the Empire's finest tournament dies? Wards and spells have protected fighters in this place since its construction. It's been easily 20 years since they failed.
What happened 20 years ago?
It was a dark day. My predecessor lost several good men when the spells failed during an event he'd ironically dubbed the Feast of the Ogres.
Ooh. What if someone specifically tries to dispel the protections?
I'm no sorcerer, but I suppose it could happen. Still, any magically inclined person would notice something like that. Even if someone removed them, the protections would reweave themselves automatically in time. They've done so before.
They have? I want to join the arena.
That's the spirit of the thing. Now, what name precedes you in your travels?
I am a great, egregious previcator, respected scholar and grower of pipeweed. I'm shocked you haven't heard of me. No, I'd rather keep that to myself.
Have a bit of a past that you'd rather not catch up with you? You're not the first. Think of something that would sound engaging, ringing down from the rafters. That's how we'll bill you.
I want to be called Raging Dragon.
Raging Dragon, huh? Sounds fast and powerful. I like it. Are you positive that's what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
Then that is what you shall have. Come and tell me when you're ready for a fight, and I'll get you started.
I shall.
Since you're new, you'll start in the qualifying rounds. The money's small at that level, but it's there. Any other questions?
Let's see. That's all I need to know?
One other thing. You should talk to the other fighters now and then. They will be watching you, and you should get to know them as well.
We're all one big happy family.
You're a big happy idiot, Han.
As you can see, they always have something to say.
So I can see. Alright, there's another... Can I ask you some more questions about the arena first?
I'm always happy to share some history with this arena's greatest fighters. Would you like to hear some of the tales?
Certainly, go ahead.
The first thing to know is that this arena was founded under the auspices of sagacious Tien himself. The Emperor's blessings rest upon this place as the one true test of martial skill in the Empire. Interestingly, while we call it the arena commonly, its full name is the Trials of the Seven Gladiatorial Schools of Beneficent Light.
Huh.
A bound volume of the finest parchment contains the arena's rules. This tome holds over 3,000 rulings, the first dating back to the birth of the arena.
Why is the full name not commonly used anymore?
Besides the name being unwieldable by the tongue, largely due to inaccuracy, there are far more than 7 schools recognized across the Empire now. Further, the Order of Beneficent Light disbanded hundreds of years ago. They are no longer the governing body of martial education, so these are not their trials anymore. Still, we hold on to the name as a reminder of the glory days.
I suppose that's fair enough. Does the Emperor still play an active role in the arena?
Many emperors have graced this place with their presence from a secure private viewing room. Our current emperor has not shown as much interest in the past decade or so. When he was younger, Emperor Sun was a regular attendant, but I'm sure the years have stolen away the time he once made for us.
That does make some sense. How does anyone keep track of that many rules?
No one knows them as well as I do, and that's likely for the better. Technically, we're supposed to lead a donkey around the fighting surface before each match. I consider that to be one of the tradition's best overlooked.
Yeah, I agree.
Enough asses wander the streets around this building these days that I expect my predecessor's spirits will be satisfied.
Yes, I think I can agree with that. There's nothing else I need from you, Kui.
I must say, I'm disappointed. You're ready to start your career, but you walk away. Insuspicious beginnings, my friend.
No, that's only because this episode has gone on long enough, and there's still one more person we need to speak with, which we will do in the next episode, because this one has gone on long enough. More than long enough, in fact. 5 minutes longer. Next episode, we will begin our fighting in the arena. Though I think we'll probably talk with everyone first, see what we can learn. That'll be in the next episode, so until then, I am Chester44, that is Jin and Sky. This has been a Let's Play of Jade Empire, and I shall see you all next time.